There are many foods out there that are said to have healing properties. Garlic is on that list of superfoods, with many people swearing by its health benefits.
Garlic has been used as medicine in China for 4,000 years, not as flavor, as treatment, antibacterial, antiviral, blood thinner, immune booster, documented in medical texts before Western medicine existed. Most kitchens use it at 10% of its potential. Throw it in a pan, let it burn. Wonder why the dish tastes bitter. Chinese grandmothers know something different. They know when to crush it and when to slice it, why it needs 10 minutes of air before heat, how to use it as a tenderizer, a preservative, and a remedy that outperforms pharmacy shelves. 31 garlic tricks. Cooking, health, everyday life. Stick around. Number 1 is the secret Chinese grandmothers have kept for generations, and it changes how you use garlic forever. Let's get into it. Number 31. The jar shake peel. Most people peel garlic one clove at a time, pressing and pulling each skin off individually. Chinese home cooks skip all of that. Place an entire bulb's worth of separated cloves into a large mason jar. Seal the lid tightly. Shake hard for 15 seconds. Open the jar and tip everything out onto your board. The friction generated between the cloves and the glass wall breaks the adhesion between the papery skin and the clove surface without bruising the garlic underneath. Home cooks across Sichuan province have used variations of this technique for generations, originally with ceramic bowls and clay pots long before mason jars existed. What you are left with is a pile of perfectly clean, gleaming, ready-to-use cloves in under 15 seconds. Number 30. Smash before you mince. Lay your clove flat on the board. Place the flat of your knife on top. Press down firmly with your palm until the clove crushes open. Then mince as normal. Crushing ruptures the cell walls and triggers allicin production immediately, creating 2 to 3 times more flavor and health compounds than chopping alone delivers. Chinese street food vendors across Beijing's night markets have never minced without smashing first. It is the foundational knife rule in every stall kitchen. Most home cooks chop directly and never understand why their garlic tastes flat. The difference hits you immediately, sharper, deeper, and far more complex than a straight chop ever produces. Number 29. Garlic in cooking water. Garlic contains volatile sulfur compounds that dissolve into hot water, infusing it with subtle savory depth without releasing any visible pieces into the finished dish. Grandmothers in Hunan province have dropped one smashed clove into rice cooking water for generations, treating it as an invisible seasoning layer most guests never identify but always notice. Most people use garlic aggressively or skip it entirely. This method sits quietly in between. Add one smashed unpeeled clove to your pot before turning on the heat. Remove before serving. Use for rice, noodles, or congee. The finished dish carries a warmth and roundness that plain water simply cannot give you. Number 28. The cold oil start. Cantonese wok cooks have followed this principle for centuries. Starting garlic in cold oil is considered a mark of genuine skill, not a beginner's shortcut. Most recipes say heat oil first, then add garlic. 1 second too long and it burns bitter. Place minced garlic into a cold pan. Add 2 tablespoons of neutral oil. Turn to medium heat. Let it warm for 90 seconds before the pan reaches full temperature. The gradual rise allows enzymatic compounds to release slowly, producing a sweeter, rounder flavor than high-heat frying ever delivers. The garlic turns evenly golden and fills your kitchen with a mellow, nutty aroma that sets every dish up perfectly. Number 27. Garlic Skin Stock Booster. After peeling garlic, collect the dry, papery skins in a small freezer bag. When making broth, add a small handful to your stock pot, along with your aromatics. Simmer for 30 minutes. Strain before using. Frugal cooking is a core value in rural Fujian province households, where nothing from an ingredient is ever considered waste. Garlic skins are concentrated with quercetin, a flavonoid that adds subtle bitterness and depth, rounding out the sweetness from onion and carrot that can make stock taste flat. Most home cooks throw skins away without a second thought. Your broth comes out darker, more layered, and noticeably richer without a single extra ingredient purchased. Number 26. The 10-minute rest rule. When garlic is crushed, an enzyme called allinase converts compounds inside the clove into allicin. Heat kills it instantly, stopping the process before it finishes. Most people crush garlic and throw it straight into a hot pan, wasting most of what it can actually give. Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners in Shandong province have always instructed patients to crush garlic and wait at least 10 minutes before cooking or consuming it. Mince your garlic. Set it on the board. Do not touch it for 10 minutes, then cook as planned. The flavor comes out sharper, more complex, and more powerfully aromatic than anything rushed garlic delivers. Number 25. Freeze for easy peeling. Home cooks in northeastern Heilongjiang province discovered that garlic exposed to freezing temperatures becomes dramatically easier to peel, a byproduct of storing whole bulbs through harsh winters for generations. Place whole, unpeeled cloves into a small zip bag. Freeze overnight. The next morning, let them sit at room temperature for 2 minutes. Press each clove gently between your fingers. Most people peel one by one or use the jar shake method for large batches. The water inside the papery skin crystallizes during freezing, breaking the molecular bond between the skin layer and the clove underneath. What you get is a clean, firm, bright white clove with zero tearing and zero residue. Number 24. Garlic as a meat tenderizer. Most marinades rely on acid from citrus or vinegar. Chinese braising cooks in Hangzhou have always added raw garlic as a primary tenderizing agent, treating it as a functional ingredient with a specific job to do. Raw garlic contains proteolytic enzymes that break down peptide bonds in muscle fiber, softening tough cuts at a structural level, rather than just coating the surface. Grate 4 cloves directly into your marinade. Add your protein. Refrigerate for a minimum of 2 hours. Let the meat rest at room temperature for 15 minutes before cooking. The texture after cooking is yielding, tender, and deeply seasoned all the way through rather than just on the outside. Stay with me because number 19 is coming up, and it is the one most people throw away every single time they cook, and it is genuinely the most surprising hack on this entire list. Number 23. Pickled garlic Chinese style. Peel 1 full head of garlic. Pack the cloves into a clean glass jar. Cover completely with rice vinegar. Add 1 teaspoon of white sugar and half a teaspoon of fine salt. Seal. Leave at room temperature for 48 hours. Refrigerate. Ready in 7 days and keeps for 3 months. Most people pickle in plain white vinegar, producing something harsh that overpowers everything around it. The acetic acid in rice vinegar is gentler, penetrating the clove gradually and producing balance rather than sourness. Households in Shandong province have kept pickled garlic on the table as a daily condiment for generations, serving it alongside every main meal as a digestive aid. The result is crunchy, tangy, faintly sweet, and clean cutting through any fatty dish without overwhelming it. Number 22. Garlic honey infusion. Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners in Guangdong province have prescribed raw garlic preserved in honey as a winter immune tonic for over 1,000 years. The combination is antimicrobial on 2 levels. Garlic produces allicin. Raw honey produces hydrogen peroxide. Together, they create an environment deeply hostile to the bacteria behind common colds and throat infections. Most people reach for vitamin tablets or cough syrup. This costs almost nothing and takes 30 seconds to prepare. Submerge 10 peeled cloves in half a cup of raw honey in a clean glass jar. Seal. Leave at room temperature for 7 days. Take 1 clove and 1 teaspoon of infused honey daily. The flavor is warm, deeply sweet, and gently sharp. Nothing like raw garlic alone, and unmistakably soothing from the very first spoonful. Number 21. Char garlic on an open flame. Most cooks treat burning as a mistake to avoid. Chinese dipping sauce makers in Yunnan province treat it as the first deliberate step. Charring whole unpeeled garlic over a gas burner before the real work begins. Hold 1 unpeeled clove over a medium flame using tongs. Rotate slowly for 45 seconds per side until fully charred and slightly soft. Cool for 2 minutes. Peel back the burnt skin. The flesh has undergone caramelization, converting sharp raw sulfur notes into something mellow, almost buttery, with a smokiness no pan roasting can replicate. Mash into a paste. Add to soy sauce, sesame oil, and a drop of black vinegar for an instant dipping sauce. The result is dark, smoky, and deeply savory in a way that stops every conversation at the table. Number 20. Roasted garlic head. Slice the very top off a whole garlic bulb so the tips of every clove are exposed. Drizzle 1 tablespoon of neutral oil over the cut surface. Wrap tightly in foil. Roast at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. Cool for 10 minutes before unwrapping. Chinese roast pork vendors in Guangzhou have served whole roasted garlic alongside char siu and crispy pork belly for generations, treating the soft paste as a natural ready-made sauce. Most home cooks never experience what slow, sustained heat does to garlic at a fundamental level. The Maillard reaction transforms sharp raw compounds into sweet, nutty, deeply complex flavors with every minute of roasting. The paste you squeeze out is golden, impossibly smooth, and sweet enough to eat completely on its own. Number 19. Garlic chips as garnish. Street noodle vendors across Chengdu's Old Town finish nearly every bowl with a handful of crispy garlic chips, treating them as the final flavor layer that holds the entire dish together. Most home cooks never consider garlic as a finishing texture added at the very end. The anthoxanthin compounds in garlic produce a crispy, concentrated chip when sliced thin and cooked in low-temperature oil, carrying none of the sharpness of raw or quickly cooked garlic. Slice 4 cloves paper-thin. Place in a small pan with 3 tablespoons of neutral oil over medium-low heat. Stir gently every 30 seconds. Remove at 60 to 90 seconds when pale gold. Tip onto a paper towel immediately. Scattered over noodles or rice, these chips are impossibly light, shatteringly crispy, and savory enough to make everything underneath taste more complete. Number 18. Garlic and black vinegar dip. Xinjiang black vinegar, produced in Jiangsu province for over 1,000 years, contains naturally occurring sulfide compounds that interact with the allicin in fresh garlic to create a flavor combination more complex than either ingredient produces alone. Mix 2 tablespoons of Xinjiang black vinegar with 1 teaspoon of freshly minced garlic in a small dipping bowl. Add half a teaspoon of light soy sauce. Let it sit for 3 minutes before serving. Most Western dipping sauces pair garlic with lemon or white vinegar, producing something one-dimensional and sharp. This is the foundational dipping sauce for soup dumplings and pot stickers across Jiangsu and Zhejiang province, unchanged in its basic formula for centuries. The flavor is layered, dark, faintly sweet, and sharp all at once, wrapping around dumplings in a way no single-note sauce ever manages. Number 17. The stainless steel hand trick. After handling garlic, the smell can last for hours. Most people scrub harder with dish soap, which barely reduces the odor at all. Rub your hands firmly against any stainless steel surface under cold running water for 30 seconds. Your kitchen sink works perfectly. Stainless steel contains chromium, which binds to sulfur-based odor molecules on your skin and pulls them away during the rubbing motion, neutralizing the smell at a molecular level rather than masking it. Professional kitchen cooks across restaurant districts in Shanghai and Hong Kong have kept stainless steel soap bars beside their prep sinks specifically for this purpose for decades. Your hands come out completely clean-smelling and free of any trace of garlic in 30 seconds flat. Number 16. Garlic salt preservation. Pack 20 peeled cloves into a clean glass jar. Fill every gap with coarse sea salt until no clove surface is exposed to air. Seal tightly. Store in a cool, dark cupboard for up to 3 months without refrigeration. Rural households in Gansu province have relied on this method through long, dry winters for generations, keeping garlic edible and flavorful without any modern storage technology. Most home cooks refrigerate peeled garlic in water, which waterlogs the clove and dulls flavor within days. Salt preservation works through osmosis, drawing moisture out of the outer cell layer and creating an environment where spoilage bacteria cannot survive. The cloves you pull after 2 months are firm, intensely concentrated, and carry a seasoned quality that freshly peeled garlic simply cannot match. If this video is helping you, hit that subscribe button right now because we have got more deep dives like this coming every week, and you do not want to miss what is ahead. Number 15. Garlic-infused oil at home. Chinese medicine households in Zhejiang province have kept garlic-infused oil beside the stove as a permanent staple for centuries, using it across stir-fries, cold noodle dressings, and blanched vegetables alike. This oil delivers a polyphenol-rich flavor base that penetrates food more evenly than dropping fresh garlic into a hot pan, where it burns before the interior flavor fully releases. Place 6 lightly smashed cloves in a small saucepan with half a cup of neutral oil. Heat on the lowest setting for 20 minutes. Never let it bubble. Cool completely. Strain. Refrigerate and use within 2 weeks. Most home cooks reach for bottled garlic oil made with artificial flavoring rather than real infusion. Every dish you start with this oil carries a warmth that is mellow, golden, and quietly aromatic from the very first bite. Number 14. Dry toast before frying. Most cooks peel garlic and go straight to the pan, leaving an entire dimension of flavor completely untouched. Dry toasting before peeling is a foundational step in traditional Hakka cooking across Guangdong province, where garlic is treated as a layered ingredient requiring 2 stages of heat to fully develop. Place 4 unpeeled cloves in a dry pan over medium heat. No oil. Toast for 2 minutes, turning once, until the skin darkens slightly and the clove feels soft when pressed. Peel while still warm. Then mince as usual. Toasting triggers pyrazine development inside the clove, producing a deeper, nuttier baseline before the garlic ever touches oil. The finished garlic in your dish tastes rounder, more complex, and noticeably less sharp than anything taken straight from raw into the pan. Number 13. Garlic and vinegar as a natural surface cleaner. Crush 6 cloves and place them in a clean spray bottle. Add 1 cup of white vinegar and half a cup of water. Steep for 24 hours before first use. Spray onto kitchen surfaces and cutting boards. Leave for 2 minutes. Wipe clean. The cytotoxic compounds in crushed garlic work alongside acetic acid to disrupt bacterial cell membranes on contact, making this genuinely effective rather than simply masking odors like most commercial sprays. Families in rural Hunan province, where daily wet market shopping means constant contact with raw meat on shared surfaces, have used garlic and vinegar as a standard cleaning solution for as long as anyone can remember. Most households spend significant money on chemical sprays without knowing this combination has existed in Chinese kitchens for generations. Your surfaces come out clean, naturally deodorized, and completely free of the sharp chemical residue that commercial products always leave behind. Number 12. Garlic scapes. Smallholder garlic farmers in Shandong province, which produces more garlic than any other region in China, have always treated scapes as a secondary crop, selling them separately and cooking them as a standalone vegetable rather than a byproduct to discard. Garlic scapes carry the same sulfur compounds as the clove, but in a milder, greener form, making them ideal where raw garlic is too aggressive, and cooked, garlic disappears entirely. Most home gardeners cut the curling green stems off their garlic plants every spring and throw them straight into the compost without a second thought. Slice scapes into 2-centimeter pieces. Stir-fry in 1 tablespoon of oil over high heat for 3 minutes with half a teaspoon of soy sauce and a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil. Or blend raw with 3 tablespoons of olive oil and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt into a smooth pesto. The flavor is bright, gently garlicky, and fresh in a way no cured garlic can replicate, with a tender, crisp bite that makes everything around it taste more alive. Number 11. Garlic tea for sore throats. Most people reach for honey lemon tea at the first sign of a scratchy throat. Chinese folk medicine practitioners have always reached for garlic first. Crush 2 peeled cloves and place them in a mug. Pour 250 milliliters of boiling water over them. Cover the mug with a small plate. Steep for 5 minutes. Strain. Add 1 teaspoon of raw honey and 3 thin slices of fresh ginger before drinking. The antioxidant compounds released from crushed garlic into hot water create an environment in the throat that actively reduces bacterial activity rather than simply soothing surface irritation. Herbalists in Anhui province have prescribed this exact preparation for respiratory infections and seasonal throat complaints for well over 500 years, long before pharmaceutical lozenges existed. The drink comes out warm, gently sharp, and deeply soothing in a way that coats the throat completely from the very first sip. Number 10. Black garlic at home. Place 1 whole unpeeled garlic bulb inside a rice cooker. Set it to the warm setting only. Do not use cook mode. Leave it completely undisturbed for 14 days. Check on day 14. The cloves inside will have turned fully black and soft. Black garlic is the product of slow fermentation at low heat, a process that converts the sharp sulfur compounds in raw garlic into softer, sweeter, more bioavailable molecules with significantly higher antioxidant activity than fresh garlic delivers. Most people assume black garlic is a specialty product that requires professional equipment or expensive fermentation chambers to produce at home. Chinese medicine practitioners in Shanxi province have produced and prescribed aged black garlic as a cardiovascular and immune tonic for centuries, treating it as one of the most concentrated medicinal foods available from a single ingredient. The flavor is remarkable. Sweet, molasses dark, faintly balsamic, and completely without the sharpness of raw garlic. A revelation in every sense. Drop a comment right now with the garlic trick that has surprised you most so far. We are not even at the top 5 yet, and the best ones are still coming. Number 9. Microwave peel hack. Place 1 whole unpeeled clove on the microwave turntable. Heat on full power for exactly 10 seconds. Remove carefully using a cloth as the clove will be hot. Pinch the base of the clove gently between 2 fingers and squeeze upward. The skin releases in one clean piece every single time. The heat causes the water inside each clove's vacuole to convert to steam instantly, expanding inside the skin layer and breaking the adhesion between the papery outer membrane and the moist clove surface underneath. Elderly home cooks in Chongqing adopted microwave garlic peeling almost immediately when microwave ovens became widely available in Chinese households during the 1990s, recognizing it as the fastest version of a technique they had always applied using boiling water. Most people treat garlic peeling as an unavoidable chore requiring patience. This method makes it effortless, clean, and almost satisfying to do. Number 8. Garlic paste with salt. Minced garlic leaves behind uneven pieces that release flavor inconsistently during cooking. Some chunks burn, others stay raw. A smooth paste solves this entirely. The salt acts as a gentle abrasive, breaking down the cell walls of the garlic during the mashing process and releasing mucilage from inside the clove, which binds the paste together and helps it adhere evenly to meat, vegetables, and pan surfaces during cooking. Mince 4 cloves roughly first. Sprinkle half a teaspoon of coarse salt directly over them. Use the flat side of your knife blade pressed at a low angle. Drag and press repeatedly across the garlic for 90 seconds until a completely smooth paste forms. Professional dim sum prep cooks in Hong Kong have used this knife paste technique as their standard garlic preparation method for decades, considering minced garlic too coarse for refined dumpling fillings and marinades. The paste you get is silky, intensely aromatic, and spreads into every ingredient it touches with an evenness that chopped garlic never achieves. Number 7. Garlic-soaked feet. Most foot soaks use Epsom salt or commercial bath salts. Traditional Chinese wellness practice reaches for garlic instead. Boil 500 milliliters of water. Add 4 crushed cloves. Reduce to a simmer for 10 minutes. Pour into a foot basin. Add enough cool water to bring the temperature to comfortably warm. Soak both feet for 20 minutes. The sulfurous compounds released from crushed garlic into warm water penetrate the softened skin of the foot during the soak, reaching the surface bacteria and fungal organisms responsible for persistent odor at a depth that soap and water alone never reaches. Wellness practitioners in traditional Chinese bathhouses across Chengdu have offered garlic foot soaks as a standard treatment for circulation, odor, and fatigue for generations, considering them as fundamental to weekly self-care as a full body wash. Your feet come out soft, completely odor-free, and carrying a warmth that lingers noticeably for hours after the soak ends. Number 6. Bloom garlic in butter last. Add garlic to your butter in the final 30 seconds of cooking only. Remove the pan from heat first if the butter is already very hot. Swirl the pan. Let the garlic sit in the residual heat for 30 seconds. Then plate immediately. Most recipes add garlic at the very beginning alongside onions, treating it as a base ingredient that needs long cooking. That approach destroys the most delicate top notes garlic produces entirely. The aromatic compounds responsible for garlic's brightest fragrance undergo volatilization rapidly above 150 degrees Celsius, evaporating into the air rather than into your food when exposed to prolonged heat. Cantonese seafood chefs in Guangzhou treat garlic bloomed in butter at the very end as a finishing technique reserved for their most delicate dishes, particularly fresh shellfish and steamed fish, where garlic must enhance without ever dominating. The garlic comes through clean, bright, and layered, present in every bite but never sharp, never bitter, and never overcooked. Number 5. Garlic as a natural splinter remover. Raw garlic is hygroscopic, meaning it actively draws moisture toward itself, creating a gentle drawing effect that gradually moves a shallow splinter toward the skin surface over several hours without any cutting or pressing required. Grandmothers across rural Yunnan province have applied thin garlic slices directly to splinters, thorns, and bamboo slivers for generations, treating it as the standard first response long before reaching for a needle. Slice 1 raw clove into a thin round. Place it directly over the splinter site. Secure it with a small piece of medical tape. Leave it overnight for 6 to 8 hours. Remove in the morning and press gently around the site. Most people reach immediately for tweezers and a needle, often pushing the splinter deeper or snapping it before it can be properly gripped. By morning, the splinter sits visibly close to the surface, and the surrounding skin feels soft, calm, and completely ready for clean, effortless removal. Number 4. Double fermented garlic vinegar, Fujian. Province households have produced double fermented garlic vinegar as a digestive tonic and cooking condiment for generations, keeping ceramic jars of it aging in kitchen corners the way other cultures keep wine or preserved vegetables. Place 20 peeled cloves in a sterilized glass jar. Cover completely with raw rice vinegar. Seal and leave at room temperature for 15 days. Strain the cloves out. Add 10 fresh peeled cloves to the same vinegar. Seal again. Age for another 15 days in a cool, dark place before using. The second fermentation cycle allows Acetobacter bacteria already active in the vinegar to continue converting remaining garlic compounds into a more complex acid profile than a single fermentation ever produces on its own. Most people use plain rice vinegar straight from the bottle, which delivers one flat layer of acidity with no depth or development underneath it. The finished vinegar is dark, layered, faintly sweet, and complex enough to use as a condiment completely on its own. Now these last three are the most powerful hacks on this entire list. If you remember nothing else from today, remember these. Number 3. Whole cloves braised in soy sauce. Most cooks use garlic purely as a background ingredient, never allowing it to become the main event of a dish in its own right. Long braising in soy sauce converts the sharp glutamate compounds in raw garlic into softer, rounded umami molecules that absorb the surrounding liquid and become deeply savory all the way through each clove. Home cooks across Jiangsu province have kept a clay pot of soy-braised garlic cloves in their refrigerators as a permanent pantry staple for generations, spooning them over rice, noodles, and congee as a ready-made flavor addition to any meal at any time. Place 20 peeled cloves in a small saucepan. Add 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of white sugar, 1 star anise, and enough water to just cover. Simmer uncovered for 45 minutes until the liquid reduces to a thick glaze. Each clove comes out mahogany dark, completely tender, and so deeply savory that a single one transforms a plain bowl of rice into something that tastes deliberately and carefully made. Number 2. Garlic as a natural meat preservative. The allicin in crushed garlic is bacteriostatic, meaning it actively halts bacterial cell division on the meat surface and significantly slows the rate at which spoilage organisms multiply during refrigerated storage. Crush 4 cloves and rub the paste directly across all surfaces of raw chicken, pork, or beef. Do not rinse it off. Wrap loosely and refrigerate. Cook within 48 hours as normal with no additional preparation needed before the pan. Chinese butchers, in traditional wet markets across Chengdu and Chongqing, have rubbed freshly cut meat with garlic paste as a standard end-of-day preservation step for centuries, particularly for cuts left unsold when the market closes. Most home cooks refrigerate raw meat with no surface treatment at all, relying entirely on cold temperature to slow spoilage while the surface remains completely exposed. Meat stored this way arrives at the pan fresher, cleaner smelling, and noticeably more vibrant in color than untreated meat left for the same amount of time. Number 1. The allicin activation system, the most powerful garlic secret of all. Chinese grandmothers in Shandong province, the garlic capital of the world, have never treated garlic as a single-step ingredient. They have always followed a precise preparation sequence passed down through every generation of their family kitchen without exception. Most people treat garlic as something you peel, chop, and throw into a pan. That approach captures maybe a fraction of what this ingredient is actually capable of giving you. Here is the complete system. Smash first. Always smash before cutting. Wait 10 minutes after smashing before applying any heat. Use that 10 minutes to prepare everything else. When you are ready to cook, start the garlic in cold oil over medium heat. Never hot oil. Let it warm gradually for 90 seconds. If the garlic is going into a braise or sauce, add 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar to the pan at the same time. The acid environment dramatically increases bioavailability of the active compounds, meaning your body absorbs significantly more of what garlic produces during the activation window than heat alone ever delivers. Smash. Rest 10 minutes. Cold oil start. 90 seconds gradual heat. 1 teaspoon rice vinegar. That sequence, in that exact order, is what separates garlic that merely flavors a dish from garlic that transforms it completely. Every dish you apply this system to comes out deeper, more complex, and more powerfully aromatic than anything you have made with garlic before. This is the trick that changes everything. Bonus: the garlic freezer paste system. Peel 2 full heads of garlic. Place all the cloves into a food processor. Add 2 tablespoons of neutral oil. Pulse for 30 seconds until a rough paste forms. Do not overblend. You want texture, not a liquid? Spoon the paste into a clean ice cube tray. 1 heaped teaspoon per compartment. Freeze completely for 4 hours. Pop each cube out and transfer to a zip bag. Label and return to the freezer. Use within 3 months. Each cube equals approximately 1 clove of prepared garlic. Drop 1 frozen cube directly into a cold pan before heating. No defrosting needed. Home cooks in Tianjin have batch-prepared garlic paste at the start of each week for generations, keeping it ready to use so that no meal ever gets delayed or skipped because garlic preparation felt like too much effort on a busy evening. This single habit removes the biggest practical barrier between you and cooking with real garlic every single day. Your weeknight cooking becomes faster, sharper, and more consistent than anything that starts from a jar of pre-minced garlic from the supermarket shelf. And that is exactly why we make these videos for you. If this garlic breakdown helped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. And click the video on the left. You're going to love it. Drop a comment below. Which garlic trick are you trying first? Let's see which one wins. Stay sharp, stay curious, and keep cooking.